Hey, this is Sky. Welcome to my YouTube channel. It's Monday, Mafia Monday. You know how we're going to get down. Every Monday, I read another scene from the novels that I wrote. We're starting from the first one, and we're going to go all the way to the third one. Let's get into it. I got the Snubby 38 Special, full of hollow points, plus P. I got some tea. Set your mood right. Get ready for some Mafia stories. We're going to pick up where we left off. You can go watch last Monday's if you want. Our main character, Simon Castro, had committed his first murder. That's a big deal. He took it pretty well. You can go watch the video. So this is the next day. The next day, Frank came by and picked me up around 2 p.m. He was driving. He told me, get in the car, let's go for a ride. He had an excited look on his face as we sped off around the corner in yet another brand new Cadillac. I had never seen this one before. He was blasting music on his radio and taking swigs off a bottle of Big O's tequila that was in between his legs. He pulled into a parking garage near downtown Beverly Hills. He sped up the ramps like a maniac, going faster and faster to the top. And then when we got to the top, he came to a screeching halt, all the while taking huge swigs off the bottle. The rooftop was empty, so he parked across a couple of spaces. He grabbed a large bag from under his seat and handed it to me. My uncle said, "That's $100 grand for you, Simon." That loot was the highest grade gold there is on the planet Earth. It was from an ancient Chinese dynasty. I'm going to go buy my wife a fur coat and then go bet on some horses. You want to come along? I was stunned by the amount of cash in my hands. I replied, "This is $100,000? Are you kidding me?" "No, I can't go to the track, Uncle Frank, but thanks for the invite. I have to go move out of my father's house. I'm going to go down to Westwood or something and maybe put some money down on one of those cool condos they just built." Frank said, "You did good, kid. That was a great score. Just don't ever pull nothing like that again. Ever. You hear me?" He drove me back to my house and dropped me off. Frank sped away as soon as my feet hit the pavement. I could hear him smoking the tires as he peeled off from the stop sign at the end of the block, as he always liked to do. I took my bag full of cash back up to my room to count it a couple times and plot my next move. I just made $100 grand in one night and thought to myself, maybe being a gangster isn't so bad after all. That same day, I got busy working towards an upgrade in my lifestyle. I found a cool apartment in a very nice building in downtown Beverly Hills. My uncle set up the meeting with the building owner, a guy he knew from his gambling business. When I got there to the building, this sweaty, fat Iranian dude with his shirt open to his belly and a hairy chest full of gold chains met me in the lobby. He stunk up the elevator with his Middle Eastern donkey butt cologne as he took me all the way up to the 14th floor. It was a fully furnished luxury apartment, probably 3,500 square feet, I don't know, but it was big, with nice views. I peeked inside the door without entering and then turned to him and said, "Buddy, I can't afford this one. I need something cheaper, man. I'm not rich. Don't let my last name fool you. I'm a working stiff, just like you." The building owner spoke in a thick accent. He replied, "Yes, you can afford this one. You can, I promise. I've known your uncle for many years. Tell Mr. Frank that I was nice to you, okay? Tell him I gave you a good deal. It is my honor to have you living here. You will love it very much." I walked in and looked around the place. It was much nicer than I had imagined getting for myself. It had new appliances, a few expensive-looking sofas in the living room, and a bunch of saltwater fish tanks that were fully stocked. The furniture was a little too flashy for my taste. The sort of stuff looked like it was picked up by an Oakland pimp. However, out on the balcony, there was a fancy weight set and a stationary bike. I had seen enough. I loved it. I asked the guy, whose furniture is this? Does all this come with the place? He nervously replied, this belonged to my cousin. He was sent back to my country. It's a very long story, and he won't be returning at all. The furniture comes with it. It's yours. You tell Mr. Frank I gave you a good deal. I happily thanked the guy for the good deal and all the free pimp furniture. He smiled from ear to ear the entire stinking ride down the elevator, and he probably shook my hand again another 72 times. I was guessing that he owed Frank a ton of money. Who knows? This was his attempt at making things right. However, it worked. I couldn't have been happier about the apartment. So let's stop there, and next Monday we'll pick it up and go to the next scene. Thanks for watching.